love this segment. You know, from tests that people have gone through, testimonies come out of that. And I'm sure this is going to inspire you, especially if you're a young man and ume struggle kwa life, unashangaa mimi nitakata waya kweli. Yes, you can do it, because our friend who's together with us on set did it. Karibu sana ndugu yangu.
Thank you, Mr. Ndima.
How are you?
I'm good.
Uko fiti?
Niko salama kabisa.
Jina lako mimi kidogo limenipiga chenga.
Yeah.
Na nafikiri probably as we start you can tell us your name, introduce yourself, and then we'll pick it up now na story yako.
Okay, my name is Karol Tunduli. Karol, basically I was named after Pope John Paul II. That is his real name. Okay. Yeah, people find it strange, but I love it.
We know Karol is a lady's name, eh?
In Holland.
But in Holland it is not.
Male's name, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But it's written with a K.
With a K.
Not a C.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm born again. I love Jesus Christ as my personal savior. Married for 9 years now, actually.
Umewa miaka 9?
Yeah, I'm 34 years old.
Buda ulioa na miaka ngapi?
I was around 25.
Okay. Not bad. Not
and
bad.
It works. I've been in it. It's something beautiful.
Kwa hivyo marriage works.
Works.
Lovely.
And we have been blessed with 2 beautiful children.
Okay.
A daughter and a son. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
My son is 6 years. Our daughter is almost getting to 4 months.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Bado ni mchanga zaidi.
Bado ni mchanga.
And your wife is watching?
Yeah, she's watching.
Msalimie bwana.
Yeah, my wife Jane, just know I love you, with the babies Joel and Tasha, and thanks for the great support you have been appealing to my life.
Lovely.
And thank you.
Great. Kwa hivyo Karol, tutaanza moja kwa moja tu. Nafikiri masaibu yako yalianza kabla ya kuingia chuo kikuu, sio? Ama after?
After.
Okay. Tuambie a bit about your upbringing up to the point you got to campus. Now, after campus, you tell us about the story.
Just I grew up partly in Nyanza and Western. That's where I come from. And life was okay at that time. But when I finished high school and that other process, need to join campus, things started changing. Like, my family lost a lot of relatives, uncles, in a span of from 2000 and 2001.
In 1 year?
Yeah, between 2. And dad lost his brothers, mom lost his brothers and sisters. So life started becoming hard. And then I was in college by that time. And after finishing, because that time people were IT minded. So I went to school to do IT, and I expected to find something good after that. So after I finished and...
So you went to campus?
Yeah.
Where?
At KU and African Virtual University.
Oh, AVU.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was also in KU.
Yeah.
So najua AVU pale nyuma, sio?
Yeah.
So you actually studied IT?
Yeah. So after I finished in 2004, roundly, a relative called the dad and told him, okay, bring your son, I give him a job.
Okay.
And I didn't know that was now the beginning of my struggles. So packed as a young man, I came so excited. And then when I came, I reached, unajua mbeba tai, you're happy,
unaenda kupewa job.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unapiga hesabu ni job ya aina gani?
I knew I was going to work in an office. Okay. Basically. So when I came to Nairobi, nikafika, and then it was new because I've not grown in Nairobi. So maybe masomo ndio linileta. So kufika hapo, then I was told okay, to wait for 2 days. So mtu nilienda kuambiwa niende nimuone job niliambiwa tuende kufanya. Tukaambiwa tuingie kwa gari. So sikujua hata mimi. Kushtukia tumeingia kwa hardware.
Yani umepiga pamba safi nini unajua unaingia ofisi.
Yeah.
Ukajipata umeingia hardware.
Hardware, tukanunua vitu, tukaambiwa tukae nyuma ya lori after that. So kwangu ilikuwa challenging.
Okay.
So tukaenda kushtukia kumbe tunaenda kufanya mjengo.
Okay.
Which we did the first day. Nikalipwa 400. It was so exciting to have money. Although, and then nikaanza tu catch up with time. I started like, okay, let me do this. Because nilikuwa naambiwa, do it as you wait for your job. So after I finished in 2 weeks time, kukuja, and then the first thing I was told again the next day, go and see some guy there. This was at Cooperative University College. Those who are there know this. So nilipo enda kuona mtu nilikuwa nimeambia niende kuona, akanipea slasher.
Ala.
It was a blunt slash actually. Nikapeleka kwa wanja, ilikuwa na nyazi nyingi, so kaanza kufyeka nyazi. That's what I was given. And then unfortunately or fortunately the pay changed from 400 to 150 per day.
300 ikakatika.
300 ikakatika. And still I was young, so I was like, okay, let me do as I wait, yeah. And it never happened. It went on. It was years. Job haikuwa so constant. Saa zingine unafanya, unasimamishwa. Do you have a life to live? So ilikuwa struggle nikifanya kazi, like it was just like a groundsman. So saa zingine ni kufieka, saa zingine ni kuokota takataka, cleaning around. But one day fortunately nashukuru watu walikuwa understaffed kwa kitchen in that college. So wakasema twende tuoshe vyombo. So I went to the kitchen. Tukaosha vyombo and caterers was really happy with my work. So akaniambia, okay, wewe utabaki hapa. She fought for me, so I remained in the kitchen. Then one day a guy, he's called Omoke, he called me and told me, I want to teach you how to cook. So he taught me how to cook. And I thank God I became one of the best cooks. So I started working as a cook in the college, cooking for over 300 students and over. Yeah, but fortunately pia tena mshahara iko inaongezeka.
At that time, how much were you being paid?
Still 150 shillings.
Per day?
Per day.
Wow.
And it can happen, I felt like I'm under bondage to some extent, but I kept calling upon God. Now you imagine I'm working as a casual staff, and then it went on for years as a casual staff. So I figured at that point that nilichoka, and I told God, God, I need to live a life, because time is going, you're growing, you need to have a life. And you understand we are men.
Right.
So
unataka pia kuoa,
yeah.
So Karol, what you're saying is that for all this time, how long did you work up to that point ukasema
I did that work for 6 years.
6 years?
Yes, 6
ulianza
years.
Here you are, you have a degree.
Yeah.
Ya IT.
Yeah.
Umekuja Nairobi, una expect kupata kazi nzuri.
Yeah.
Umepiga mjengo.
Yeah.
Ukatoka mjengo slasher.
Yeah.
From 400 to 150 shillings.
Yeah,
sasa ukakuwa cook.
Yeah.
Kwa Kole.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unasikia nini ukifanya hizo video? Did you feel inadequate in terms of I need to be doing something better other than what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, I started feeling like that. I started asking myself a lot of questions, and I was like, God, what do you want me to do in life? Because nothing so far, I was yielding nothing good actually. You know, 150 per day, you know how it does, hand to mouth. We were just, the other day my brother was sharing on Facebook and saying, I see a guy who has come from far, that we are surviving to eat. We were just working to eat. And that was the life we had.
Okay.
But at that point when it came, I started asking myself, where am I heading to? Where's my future? And I kept on asking God, what do you have? What plans do you have for me? And
at this time, have you been looking for a job?
Yeah, I was trying natafuta job. It's not working.
Interviews,
it's not working.
So everything looks like it's out.
Yeah. So what made it more hard? When I got married in 2007, actually, I remember before the elections.
Okay. Kabla pale. Sasa wewe umesema una struggle. Uliamua kuoa tu hivyo hivyo.
Yeah, because I believe in God. I believe in God. God is so faithful. I was not looking at terms like money to get married. I said if God has purposed me, because I said I'll marry at this age, so I said I want to get married. Okay. And I didn't look like what do I have, and the beautiful wife that I have came into my life. We've been those struggles together till to this point that where God has brought us to. Yeah. So now in 2007, what happened, even before the post-election violence, my dad alikatwa and akakatwa mkono ikakatika, akakatwa ikavunjwa, akadungwa huku kwa mgongo mara 7, miguu zikakatwa. And also I had started pursuing a degree in theology. So
at that particular time, with that income that I had, I remember that time, December when it came, I was to go to college because I was doing it on a vocational basis. And nilipokuwa napanga kwenda college, life ikakuwa ngumu. Dad is fighting for life, no money, no income. So a few guys came up and wakasema, organize for a small fundraising, we do for you. Okay. ya kukupeleka nao theology.
Unisaidia niende.
Did you give up with IT? That's why you decided to do theology. Why did you decide to do theology?
I decided to do theology because what I wanted to do is I also want to be I wanted to be a servant of God, which I am. And I wanted to also grow in other way. In other ways and just impact the world. So as you learn, ministry is also an institution. It has a lot that comes with it. So hiyo wakati venye friends waliniambia okay, wacha tukuchangishie pesa kidogo, you call for Harambee. So nikatafuta hall, nikapata hall, and siku ilikuwa fundraising. Amazingly, hiyo siku nilikuwa kwa hall nikingoja watu, no one showed up. No one at all. Zero. Nilikuwa peke yangu.
Did you have a target of the money you wanted to raise?
Yeah.
Ulikuwa una target
I was targeting to raise like 50,000 because I needed money. My dad needed help at that time because he was fighting for his life in the hospital.
Wow.
So ikafika ile point that when no one showed up, I was not bitter with God. I told God, you know this yourself. And amazingly, like, okay, I was at that point and nikauliza tu Mungu, what do you want me to do next?
Because at that point you're very desperate.
Yeah, it was. So when nilifika hapo, nakumbuka one friend came nikitaka kutoka, anaitwa Dennis. I know he's watching. Dennis gave me 300 bob. And haikuwa fare hata ya kunitoa hapa Nairobi nipeleke Nakuru.
Wow.
And honestly, mimi mwenyewe at that time nakumbuka hata jana tulikuwa tunashare na my wife, anasema he remembers hata viatu ndiema like hata kuvaa ilikuwa ni shida. But people saw I look fine. Watu walikuwa wanaona I'm good, I'm sawa, but inside I was breaking down. So viatu hata nakumbuka ndiema nilikuwa naweka ndani carton ndio niende nifanye job kwa kitchen. So jumaji siingie, I like
because haina soul.
That is like the life I used to live. So in 2007 ikafika and now I decided like I just quit work to just find a new life. Here you have a family.
You already had a child?
Now at that process when I quit work, I had a child, I had a son.
Okay.
Then kwa hiyo process nakumbuka.
How was your father then? Had he gotten better?
He had gotten better at that time. Mkono wake sahi moja uko paralyzed, but he's doing good now. I'm happy he's alive. That is what I thank God for.
Right.
So nimejaribu vitu, I tried things, nimeshafanya kazi.
Okay, so ngoja kwanza. So here you are, ukaquit job. Uko na familia. In fact you're earning very little. But the little you said enough is enough. So what did you do after quitting? After
I quit my work, God just sent amazingly people in my life, and they started supporting me because of the ministry that was in me and what I was doing, because I could still do missions, I could still go out. Nikajaribu kufanya biashara. I opened a hotel, a cafeteria.
Okay.
In the end, it again did not work.
Ikaanguka.
It did not work. So I was like, God, I was just still asking God, what do you want me to do in this life? So siku moja in life yangu nimejitrain, like every day I wake up, even when you see my Facebook page, I always have a song of the day. So one day nikaona kazi kwa gazeti, and then I said, okay, I'm applying for this.
Okay. Yeah. Hold it right there. So how many years have you now been struggling until that point you uliona yo nini kwa gazeti?
We were doing to about 8
years. With your degree, with your theology, with your family, still doing kazi zile.
Ndio hata nikigraduate it's another testing. When I was graduating my theological degree, when fundraising ilikuwa imefail, I remember there was a friend nilikuwa na share naye, she's in America, and I just told her. So she asked me what is happening. I told her what was happening. She knew the story. So I told her, okay, sija manage kwenda shule sahi, I'm at home. And she told me, what do you need? By then nilipia fees.
Wow.
That's how God came in.
And so you finished your theology?
I finished my theology. Now on the graduation day, sikuwa na pesa hata ya kulipia mtu akuje graduation yangu. So I was in my graduation mimi
peke yako
na my brother mwenye alikuwa naishi Nakuru anaitwa Julius. At that time with his wife, his fiancé.
Right.
So wao ndo walikuja kwa graduation yangu. At least I had someone.
Wow.
I could not even afford to pay for my wife to come for my graduation, honestly.
Na so hakuja. But thank God you graduated. That was more important than even people coming to celebrate. So we come back in a short while with Karol, and we want to understand wakati ambapo sasa umeona advertisement kwa gazeti ya kazi, sijui kama uli apply ama huku apply, and what exactly happened after that. When we come back after this music break, so don't go away.